Everybody, this is Brian from Khaki Shorts. I just set up a new audio recording space in my house. Come along and I'll show you how I did it. Be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. This is Khaki Shorts, where we cover travel, food, and just utter nonsense. When I first got started in YouTube, I really didn't have all of this around me. I didn't have a mic. I didn't have anything. All I had was I bought a Canon G7X Mark II, and for audio, I would just record straight into the camera. And with the G7X, you can't do an external mic. A lot of people will buy a little extra handheld mic and then just sync the video and the audio up later. I never did that when I first got started, so I decided to buy me something kind of inexpensive. I'm going to show you how my setup was before, so watch this little short video and I'll show you how it used to be. So this is just my dining room table. I've got a couple of different laptops. I've got my Hewlett-Packard, which is just sort of a netbook that I use for mostly surfing. I also have Corel Draw on here so I can do my thumbnails. And then I have an Apple AirBook with 1 terabyte external hard drive so I can save all my raw video and save videos. You need a lot of storage for that. So that's all set up here. Notepad for taking notes, and then I've been using just a blue Snowball USB mic with a pop filter, which, you know, I mean, it did the trick for what I had, but it wasn't great. And it's just, this is the dining room table, and it's a little echoey in here, so we're going to try something a little different. So that worked for me for a while, for a year, almost a year and a half. And then I decided that I was going to kind of give myself a little Christmas present and set up my own good audio recording space, because I really kind of wanted that for a while. So when I first got started, I did actually purchase an Apple MacBook so that I could have iMovie for doing video editing. And then I also found out you could use GarageBand for doing the audio part. I had actually used Audacity on my other computer for a while, but I like the GarageBand, the way it's set up a lot better. So let me show you how I set this up. The first thing you probably noticed behind me is the soundproofing. I actually just did a video last week about how to build the soundproofing. So if you want to know how I did that, how I built that, just look right up here. There's going to be a link up there for that. Also in the description box below this video, I will actually put a link to that video so you can go see how I made that for inexpensive. Kind of my last step was doing the soundproofing that's all around me, because I wanted it to a little better, because I'm in my bedroom actually is where this is set up, and I was getting a lot of echo, I'm getting extraneous noise. So first thing, microphone. I decided to go with this one, which is a Shure SM7B mic. It's a cardioid mic, which kind of has a heart-shaped recording space in front of it. I like that. You don't get a lot of extraneous noise from behind it. This one has worked out pretty well so far for me. I have actually done quite a few recordings, and I'm pretty happy with the sound. I also invested in a good boom arm. So this is my old blue Snowball, which I recorded a ton of narration with, and it did its purpose, but it's not the greatest thing in the world. It was about $50 when I bought this. Wasn't great. I also invested in a pop filter to put on it, which was super cheap. This is good for keeping you from having plosives. If you don't know what plosives are, the P sounds that you get, because it's the air going against the microphone. So on the Shure, I've got a windscreen on it, but on something like this, there's not one, so you kind of need a pop filter. These are not expensive at all. I mean, all it is just a little mesh on a frame with a hook for you to hook it on your mic. So if you're going to get a USB mic, I would highly suggest getting one of these. So since this is a cardioid mic, it does not have its own power source. You have to hook this through a couple of things. Now, I was doing some research. I decided to get a Cloudlifter inline amplifier, and then that is hooked into a Scarlett 2i2 audio interface. Now, I got the 2i2, so if I ever decide I want to do an interview or do a podcast or something, it has a second input, so I can put an XLR cable and get another mic if I want to get another mic. I'm actually considering purchasing another mic just so I can do interviews or podcasts or something. But that's down the road. For now, just the one input works fine. And that just hooks into the USB port on my MacBook Air, and that is run through GarageBand for doing my audio editing. So I'm really happy with this space so far. I actually just signed up for Fiverr. I'm going to put a link to my bio and my gig in the description box so that you can see that. Go over there if you decide you want to get something from me. I'm starting off a really low price because I mean, I've got some experience, but on Fiverr, nobody knows who I am. And so I'm going to start off with a low price, let some people try out some of my stuff. I'm pretty easy to work with. I really want to make sure you have a good product. If you need something from me, if you want just a short little thing for your YouTube video, you need a narration, you need something for your business, any kind of project, go over to Fiverr, check that out, and I will make sure that I take good care of you. And if you put in for a job on Fiverr and you heard it on this YouTube video, let me know. I'm interested to see if anybody sees this and if they head over to Fiverr and check that out. I'm probably going to be doing some videos about my journey on Fiverr to seeing if I can get some jobs and make some money. So if you do that and you don't mind being kind of mentioned in it, let me know. If you don't want to be mentioned, let me know that too, and I will not mention your name. So thanks everybody for coming to see what my new recording space looks like. Make sure you like this video, hit that subscribe button and bell icon so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos about travel, food, and just utter nonsense. Like me recording all of my stuff in my bedroom. Thanks for coming.